Hi, Soul Family. I'm coming at you from the gazebo of the White Lace Inn. It's going to be a little bit kind of blurry with this snow kind of white winter, but I'm inside the gazebo. I always thought I was going to get married in here. Maybe one day I will, you know? Isn't it cool? I'm just going to show you a little bit while I'm here for the people who don't know. So this is the back of the White Lace. That's where I lived for a year. This is the garden house. I'll walk around and show you a little bit afterwards. This is Bonnie and Dennis's house. They own that. They own the little house next door as well. This is the Hadley house. This is the Washburn house. All of this is part of the White Lace Inn. So it's a really beautiful place to be able to have lived and to come home to visit. If you ever want to have a magical place to visit, this is definitely one of the places that you might want to check out. Okay, as I said, see, the background's all whited out. I wish I could do that so that you could see more of the background. I think that's better than me. Not to mention my glasses are getting all fogged up. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. Everything is so convenient. I should have drugged one of the chairs. Usually when I've done my readings in here, I've drugged one of the pink Adirondack chairs in here, but it's too cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my camera up like this. Can you see out there? Hold on, I can't see what I'm looking at. Can you see that? Let me just take a look. I just want to see how this works. Yes, you can. Isn't that magic? Okay. I'm going to let you guys see that. And then I'm going to work with our cards. We're going to be working with the Divine Circus Oracle. This is one of my newer decks, and I really, really like it. I got some really amazing readings last night for myself and for my client, and I thought, this is the one I need to work with. I now understand why I was brought here, why I had to come back at this time. It was definitely the ending of a karmic cycle for me, which I thought was done. You know, I really did. But I got some pieces of a puzzle I posted on my wall. You may have read about it. And it was very emotional for me, actually. I didn't think that it would be that emotional. You know, it's kind of like I was saying goodbye to a chapter of my life. And I was crying. And it wasn't that I'm not happy about moving forward, because I'm super excited. I can't wait to be with my twin. But I literally was saying goodbye. I said, why am I crying? I had tears. It was really, really emotional for me. And I realized I was saying goodbye to a chapter of my life. And it, you know, people may say, oh, you know, are you sorry to be saying goodbye to whatever, that person or whatever the event? No, it's like it was just it was literally probably lifetimes of karmic stuff that wrapped up, and man, it's been emotional. So I don't know what you guys are going through. I am completely covered in crystals today. I mean, I've got every crystal. I've got my soulmate pendant, I've got my twin and my talisman, you know, his lapis and my moonstone, and I've got every freaking crystal here. I even brought crystals to adorn our little setting so that we have the help. And what's interesting is the blue lace agate was absolutely, it came into play for me because it talked about knowing what to say, how to speak with decorum, get the word across, being fearless. And I was very concerned. I didn't want to hurt the person that I was speaking about. Because the karmic tie, you know, had to do with this person, that it's not his fault that, I mean, you know, it's for both of us, I guess, but I mean, he didn't understand my journey. He was just a part of my journey, and it had to wrap up, and it was probably very difficult. I know it was difficult for him, and so I thanked him for always being a gentleman, and he was my friend, and I thanked him for being that part. Wow, I'm going to get emotional again. Being a part of that part of my journey, and I blessed him on his way so that I can now finally move forward free of any cords that bind me, because they were, and I didn't realize that. So I'm gonna put you guys down again. I'll let you look out while I shuffle the cards. I'm hoping you're seeing something pretty. I know better than to bang the cards down on that table, because it makes such a horrific noise. So you can hear me shuffling, and I'll drop the cards in front of you so you can see what we're getting. This was a good idea. Okay, so I'm asking for Spirit. What is in the highest good for all? Please show us. Tell me how many shuffles to do. 3, 1. What is in the highest good of all? My Uncle Phil's on his way here. As I said, we're going to go take pictures, and I told him I would be here, so he'll probably cruise on up in the middle of the reading. You guys can meet him. We always take pictures in the snow and in the weather and wherever. Alexa wants to go out too. We always take a photo shoot, and seems to be the only day that everybody's got a day off, and so everybody wants to do something today, you know? It's like, and yesterday, the same thing. Everybody invites you to go to the one place at the same time. Okay, here's our card. All right, so the first message that we get, or take it from the top. We've gotten this message before. I'm going to bring this up here. How do I do this? Shoot. Oh, I forgot that I have to leave it this way. Dang. So I don't know. I'm hoping you guys can see that. Can you see that? Oh, I've got my glasses on, so I'm going to have to just hope that you can see that. So what we see in front of us is the proud Pierette. I thought that I would be safe in this corner, you know, without getting the wind to blow us away. I'm hoping. Oh, interesting that the numbers are 33. So the number's 33. 3 is always signifying ascended masters working with us. But also the number 3, we've been having the power of 3 enacted in our life for quite the last little while, because this is all about wrapping up things, coming full circle and completion, which is exactly what I was saying was happening. So here we see this Harlequin, this proud Pierette, and basically right now, what she's saying is, if you are proud of who you are and everything you've learned in your life, free from shame, guilt, or judgment, what would you choose for yourself today? Because often we take on other people's, I'm going to turn this way, we take on other people's ideas of what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, what's good for us and what isn't, you know, and maybe you feel like the choices that you've made, maybe you're going to come from a more loving place, a more helpful place. You've got nothing to regret is what Spirit's telling us, which is actually a really good message to me, because as I said, I felt like I was concerned with what I wrote yesterday and what I shared, because I shared it very publicly. It had to be shared publicly because my twin needed to see it. I didn't want to hurt my friend Troy. I didn't want to hurt him, but it was more important to me that my twin not be hurt. And I'm sorry, but that was more important to me. He needed to have the truth and understand what was going on, because there's been far too many misunderstandings. So this message, the proud Pierette, is telling you you've got nothing to regret. We've learned a lot, right? This is our journey. So Spirit's saying, keep your head up. There's going to be a lot that's going to start getting easier for us. And maybe you've recently felt like we've, you know, lost our way. We've gotten a little clumsy. We've made a mistake, or maybe we're second guessing the choices that we made, right? I did that. I actually didn't do it. I did it at the very, very middle of the night last night, about 2:30 in the morning. I wondered, but then I dreamed, and in my dream, it was really awesome. I dreamed. I'm going to put my one glove on my hand, I think. I dreamed that somebody said, it's this sweater, to wrap this sweater around the situation, and I asked for the entire situation to be wrapped in this sweater, and I saw this particular sweater that I have, and it's a green, long, really snuggly sweater. It's huge. It's like a guy's extra large, but I love it. I wear it, and the colors on it were blue, written in blue, and I do have that color. It's blue, and so the color green was heart chakra, and in my head I heard, take that sweater and wrap the entire situation and each person in unconditional love and warmth and healing. And that's what I kept doing all night long in my dream. And I went to take the sweater, and somebody said, no, don't take it yet. It needs to stay. It needs to stay there. You need to wrap this situation. So then I really started, because I was very lucidly awake in my dream, and I really started to pay attention, and I started focusing and channeling my energy to take that green snuggly sweater and wrap it around Troy, around my twin, and around this entire situation, so that no one was hurt, so that everybody understood it on a soul level, that it was coming from a place of love and that it was necessary to be done. And it's interesting because there's a saying that's on that sweater, on the back. There's a circle, and the letters go around and around. And what's interesting also is there's a big blue raven, a light blue, which is the same color as our blue lace agate, which was talking about the power of speech and knowing how to speak and how to be eloquent and when to be silent, on and on, right? So I was very much assisted by my blue lace agate, even in my dream, with the color. And it's a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote, and it says, Go not where others follow, but blaze a trail. I never get it right. Go not where others follow, but blaze a trail and make your own path, or something like that, which is totally what I do. And that was the sweater that was wrapped around the entire situation. So it kept repeating over and over. And as I said, I went to pick the sweater up and they said, no, leave it there. It needs to stay right now. So I knew that maybe there was going to be a little bit of, it was going to maybe be a little bit uncomfortable for a little bit of time, or maybe it was going to take a little time for the messages to sink in, and it needed that loving support. What else? I love how my dreams work. And then I woke up this morning and there were so many repetitive messages that I had that Spirit... Oh, remember yesterday I was talking about that the page of water came and it flew out for me, and then the Knight of Cups came, and there was another, I can't remember, there were 3 in a row, and I chose not to use them. But Spirit never lets you get off the hook. When they want a message to come out, they're going to make it come out. So what happened this morning in my memory feed, all 3 cards in a row came up. So there's a lot of emotion right now. There's a need to balance our emotions right now. It talks about forgiveness in relationships, reconciliation, people being forgiven for their mistakes and coming together, and a new understanding and a respect that have developed between ones. It talks about 2 that are growing closer. The conflict is being resolved. And it's all coming from a place of unconditional love and based on forgiveness. So right now, this is what this pirouette is saying. Not only is that forgiveness to be given to the others, but the forgiveness is also to be given to yourself. Don't think that you did something wrong. As I said to Troy, I posted a picture of him underneath the post. It's a beautiful picture. I took it. I went and videotaped him singing, and I took this picture, and it gets me emotional. It was a very handsome picture of him, and I said, thank you for your part in my journey, and I wanted you to see that this is a really decent person. It's a good person, you know? He was just part of a journey of mine that he didn't understand, my path, which is a lot of people don't understand our path. And it was to let him know that, you know, I know that it was confusing for you, and you didn't understand it, but it was meant to happen the way it happened. Everything was meant to happen the way it was meant to happen. And at one time, my heart was broken when I left here, you know, and him and all my friends behind, and I had no idea that my twin was going to be waiting for me, and you know, that's where we got to think about that. Spirit knows what's coming before we know, and when they tell us it's going to be okay, there's something really good coming, even though you're going through this difficult time right now, you need to trust them, because everything I was shown that was going to happen, happened. I would never have believed 4 years ago, or 5 years ago, what I was shown happening would occur. So at this time, the proud pirouette is telling me, don't think that you've made a mistake. Don't think that you've done something wrong. And even if you're feeling like you're second guessing yourself, don't doubt yourself. Be proud of you and how far you've come, and don't be ashamed of you or the journey you've taken. I was talking to my girlfriend Caitlin last night about a situation and about somebody who had, you know, taken this path, and wow, I was kind of shocked that this is the kind of story I was given. And I said, you know, there's people that have done many, many amazingly horrible things, and things that we feel that were just, you know, not something that we would do. And yet they had to go that way. They had to learn for themselves. And the trick is not where you've been. The trick is, or the emphasis should be on where you're going and where you're at right now. Because we take the lessons, right? And we move forward with the lessons. We don't have to get stuck in the problems. It was not a mistake. Everything happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, even when we don't see that. So if right now maybe you're being ridiculed by others, or maybe you're being judged, or people are shaming you, or maybe it's not something that is coming from an outside situation. Maybe it's about, you know, who these people are, or I don't know. It's not logical. It doesn't matter. Things aren't always logical. But because of everything you've been through, this oracle is here to tell you you're stronger. You've become more beautiful than any mean-spirited, spiteful people who may be talking shit on you behind your back, or even to your face, or to others. Maybe there's judgment. Maybe there's gossiping. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really, truly doesn't. Even when it feels painful, keep your chin up, because you're going to get through it, and you're going to leave it behind. You're moving on. We've been shown that. You're going to, any mudslinging that's been happening, anything that's been thrown at you unfairly, it's not going to stick to you. It's not. It's on them. It's their karma, right? It's not yours. So right now they want you to keep your dignity, keep your inner your integrity intact, you keep your head high, be proud of who you are. And the fact that no matter what you've been through or what you've done, you have the ability now to respect this planet and yourself even further. Okay, hold on. I gotta put my glove on my left hand, on my right hand, because the wind's, oh, sorry, that was silly. The wind's coming through and I couldn't get it on while I was holding the camera. Oh my goodness. My fingers. Okay. The Proud Pirouette. Let's see, generally they've got a message for us or an affirmation that we can use or to help us heal. So here we are. Stand with your feet apart. Okay? Put your hands either lightly on down the side of you or put them on your hips. I usually, Jenny, just stick mine on my hips. Pull your shoulders back. Lift your head. Put your chin up. Imagine, if you don't feel this way, imagine yourself relaxed and confident, very strong and very clear in where you are. And as you look out, let's do it here. Stand and look out, confident at this world. Take a deep breath in. Gaze at the world through soft eyes, but directly. You're not shrinking back. What does it feel like? This is how you need to stand as you face the world. Confident, reassured, comfortable with yourself. Say to yourself, with my head held high, I look the world straight in the eye. I stand my ground and I believe in myself. Each and every day, I always find my way. I take pride in me. I am proud to be me. I like that. Okay, I'll let you guys look again. The sun is coming. There's something about the sun. All right, next message. This is so funny. I'm doing these. I've got my gloves on. These gloves are, I'm glad I got them. I got them at the Goodwill when I first got here. I don't know if I can shuffle with these cards. Somebody's whistling. I wonder if that's Uncle Phil. I'm doing my reading! That's my Mama Sherry and Bethy. They're up in the window. Oh, I'll have to stop by and see them. How cool. That's my Mama Sherry. That's my soul family. It's my Auntie Beth and my Mama Sherry. I'm telling you, I love being here. I love being here. I'm so excited to be here. Okay, you guys. Whoa. Here's our message. It just flipped out. Wow. They both flipped out. Okay. I'm going to take them. Wow. Okay. I don't know which one to do first. Oh, that's so interesting. It's so interesting that... See, I told you, when Spirit wants us to have a message, they make sure we get it. They make sure that we get it. Because these are the messages that I got last night for myself. And I wondered if they were going to be shared with everybody. Look at the window behind us. Isn't that cool? Oh, I like this. And the sun's peeking through. I can't see you guys. My glasses are all smeared. I'm sorry. I think it looks cool from what I can see. All right, let's see. We're going to turn around. And the message... Woo! I think what we'll do first is Brilliant Virgin. Now here you see her, draped in white. Ooh, look at the number, 5. Big changes. Big changes are rumbling through your entire existence at this time. It would be a good idea for you to call on Spirit with help with these changes. And that's a fact, right? That is so a fact. So... that's what's going on right now. So don't try and fix it yourself. Don't try and stumble your way through things. Don't try and, if you're having a difficult time, don't try and figure it out for yourself. Call on Spirit if you have any confusion, for courage, for strength, for eloquence as far as speech, whatever you need. So the Brilliant Virgin, she's praying. Look at her. She's speaking her truth. She's standing in her purity and her honor. And she is saying to you right now, in this world where we have so many people, as I just said, that are coming at you from different angles, right? They all have an opinion. So they're bombarding you with their ideas and their opinions. She's asking you to be true to yourself. Because your point of view is nothing less than brilliant. You are brilliant in yourself as you are. So let go of the confusion, the distortion, any compromise, any comparisons. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else, and you don't need to measure up to anyone else, because this is your journey. So you need to stay in touch with your own truth and know what you feel. And no matter what else anybody else says, You have to stay true to yourself. This is your journey. It's not theirs. It's yours. So right now, what they're saying is you need to be bold and you need to have a lot of faith. You need to trust what you see in your heart, because sometimes what we see in our heads is different than what our hearts are seeing. You know, we have a confliction of heart and head. That's ego and spirit. So it's very important to stick with what your heart is seeing. And she's giving you a message right now. This is the message that you have to stand your ground. This is where you have to stay your course, no matter how difficult it might feel right now. Don't allow yourself to be swayed by anybody else's opinion, no matter how well-meaning their intentions might seem, or no matter how impressive their arguments are for why you shouldn't do what you're doing, or why you should do what they want you to do, right? No matter what they're saying, Spirit is saying don't. Stay the course that you're on. This might have something to do with your health. You decided you're not going to do something, or you're going to start something. This could have something to do with a relationship. This could have something to do with work. It could have something to do with what you do with your money. It could be a project, a creative idea that you've got, some kind of a expression that you are looking at. It could be your dream, and they don't have the dream that you have. And if she's telling you right now, sometimes it's wise not to open up, and sometimes it's wise to open up to collaborate, right? Collaborate with maybe a group. But this is not one of the times. This is the time to do it your own way. This is the time to do it on your own, following your own intuition, listening to what your own higher self is telling you. Stay true to your course. You know. Spirit has talked to you. You already know in your heart what it is. This isn't the time to ask somebody else's opinion. This isn't about time about doing this with someone else. It's your journey, and you're on your own with this one. So it's funny because sometimes people think you aren't going to be able to do it on your own, but that's not true. Right now, what you're wanting, it's interesting because she's praying, and see that what she's praying for? Courage. The courage to stick to it. The courage to do what her heart is saying. So there's a clearing trick that you can use. You can take a white scarf like hers. That's purity and that's truth. Put it over your head. And say out loud, I trust myself. I trust my dreams and my visions. I trust in what is different and unique and original in me. I have enough courage, strength, and patience and trust to stay true to myself, so my visions and dreams will come to life in the world. The right opportunities, people, and situations are attracted to the originality of my undiluted dreams. There is brilliance in me. Whoops. I wondered how long the wind would allow it to stay. Come on. There's brilliance in me as I am, in my truth, in myself, in my own originality. I don't need to compare myself or compromise on what really matters to me. I know what matters to me. I just need to be myself. And everything else that happens because Spirit is working with me. And it's meant to happen. Then you can say to yourself out loud, my thoughts, my beliefs, my visions, and my dreams are pure and protected. That's why you're wearing white. You're coming from a place of purity. They are untouched by any negative influence. I remain true to my heart and my soul always. So be it. So if you've used that white cloth, then maybe put that white cloth somewhere, maybe with your crystals. Could be a beautiful piece of lace to remind you, to boost your own confidence, and a reminder that you're this beautiful, perfect being, as you are. There's another affirmation. There's another affirmation that you can say. I am original and true to the purity of my heart. My dreams are uniquely my own. I stay true to my course until I dream. All I dream of comes to life in the world, with the universe helping me every step of the way. She is the bride. She is the bride. My thumb is gone. My right thumb is like completely numb. Oh, so she's called the bride. She's coming from a place of purity and truth, and that's the other thing. We're talking about, when you're talking about doing something, when you're talking about following your dream or following your path and others don't get it and they don't follow it and they're telling you to change it, or they're telling you that you're crazy or it's never going to happen or this isn't a good idea, it's always when you're asking yourself, what would love say? What would love do? You're coming from a place of truth, honor, integrity, and love. That is when Spirit's telling you to stay to your course. If you're doing something shitty and underhanded and manipulative, no, you're not supposed to stay to course. Because if you do, well, if you do, that's your lesson, right? Karma's going to come and visit you hard. So this is all about goodness. So that, I mean, that should be, I should go without saying, but I figured I might as well say it. All right. So our next message, I think I'm going to leave that card there because maybe that'll support the card in front. So this one, you see this one dancing. She reminds me of, she's got a lily in her hair. You know how much we've spoken about lilies. And she's got a flute. She reminds me of Kuan Yin, the tropical look about her. And what she's saying is, let's get this out of the way, meant for you. Whatever this is, it's meant for you. They're showing the number 1, which would be, of course, the new beginning already started. 0 is new beginnings, but the number 1 is you have started on your beginning. So, uh-oh. Sorry. My glove's falling. I've got to fix my glove. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that my left thumb, actually it's my right thumb. Why do I keep saying my left thumb? My right thumb is completely numb. My right thumb is completely numb. I should be doing some songs while I'm out here. Okay. I don't have time to put it on right now. So, basically, you've said to the universe what it is that you want. And you've set something in motion because of that. And what you want is being summoned. That's how we work with the universe. So, at this point, Spirit's saying, don't hesitate when this comes. Don't stop the forward movement. Don't refuse to receive what has been given. There's a gift coming forward, something that you have asked for, and it's here in front of you now. So don't be afraid to accept it. It's meant for you. Spirit wants you to grab it, like she is reaching out for it. This is the opportunity exactly that you have been waiting for. And it's been maybe something you've been waiting to create, something that truly makes your heart sing. That's the flute playing here. Don't allow fear. Sometimes we ask for something and we want something so bad, and then when it's in front of us, we're terrified. I was listening to something yesterday. I'm trying to think of where it was, and it was talking about love. And that's what they were saying is don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to grab it. It's here for you. This is what you've wanted. And now that it's here, you're like, oh, you're scared. I'm afraid to grab it. Don't be afraid. This is for you. This is what you have asked for, whatever it is. It's rightfully yours. It's either rightfully yours now or it soon is going to be right in front of you. There's new beginnings. So reach out like she is. It's time to grab. She's grabbing that flute to play her own song. She's reaching out to what's coming in front of her because the universe is believing in you. The universe is trusting you and working with you. So it's kind of like my dad used to say, when somebody gives you a compliment, I had a really hard time accepting compliments. I've had a really hard time accepting gifts, always, but I'm getting a lot better. Because when we ask the universe for something, and somebody gives us a compliment or somebody gives us a gift and we kind of brush it off, he would say to me, he goes, Sherry, you need to learn to say thank you. You need to learn to accept it when it comes, because when it's like God handing you something and you spitting in his face when he gives it to you. It makes a person feel joyful to give. It makes the universe feel joyful to give. This is something you've asked for that you deserve, and it's here for you. So be gracious and accept it with kindness and with an open heart. Open arms, and with a trusting heart, because maybe you've asked for it, and now that it's here, you don't trust it. I've never had this before. This can't be real. It can't be real. It can't be what I've been wanting all this time. Yes, it is. Don't push it away. Don't look for the problem. Don't look for something to go wrong. Accept it as it is. It's here. It's for you, or it soon is about to be. Know that when you're getting this message right now. And don't worry that what you've asked for, maybe it's coming in a different way, or things are coming about in a different manner. And maybe you're going to go down a different path than you thought you were going to go down. Because every path leads us to where we're meant to go. The universe just... Like for me, I didn't realize what was going to happen this trip. I had no idea. This trip's not over. I've got 6 more days. Or 5. I'm leaving on Friday. I don't know what's happening, but things aren't going according to my plan. Because the universe sees things better than me. They knew... if you saw the post that I wrote about the song that was sung, and Spirit knew 6 years ago, before I even knew, how things were coming. Because they know my heart. It's like, who knows you better than your dad, right? My father knew my heart. He knew what would happen when my twin was in front of me. He knew the choices I would make. So there are things that fate has been brought forward because Spirit knew what was coming. So you have to have trust and faith in what's there for you. That Spirit will get you where you need to go at the perfect time and in the right way. And in the way that's most beneficial for everybody. So Spirit's saying the one thing that they want you to do is don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's here. Grab it. Be excited. Say, thank you. I'm super excited. I'm super grateful. I accept it. Open your mouth and say, I accept it. Yes. So, another trick that you can use, stand upright. Let's do this again, facing out. So we can stand. Legs, hips apart. See, I'm standing, I don't know if you can see, I'm standing here in my confidence, okay? Hips apart. Raise your arms high above your head. High above your head. Open wide. And then look up and imagine the universe watching and listening to you right now. There's the universe talking to us right now. And then give the universe a big smile and wink. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Then say to the universe, to everything that is in my heart and all that can help me manifest my destiny with the greatest joy, I say, yes, yes, yes. You've completed the healing trick. I don't care what anybody says. People are walking by, the maids are walking by out here doing cleaning, and I don't care. I say yes to the universe. I say yes to what I've been asking for. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we have to do. And here's another affirmation. The universe believes in me. I believe in me. I create, I accept, and I enjoy opportunities that enliven my spirit and make my heart sing. Yay! Yay! That's what I do. Okay. I'm going to put you guys back over here, and I'm going to ask for another message. How many minutes do we have? My fingers are really cold. It's 31. I'm not certain that I'll make an hour because it's really, really cold out here. And please forgive me if I don't make an hour reading. I might bundle us up and go in and do the last card inside the white lace in. I don't know. Maybe I can't do that. I could go in the front door and do it in the parlor. I might do that with you guys. But I'm going to ask for one more message. Okay, here's the card. It's the one on top. Okay, what is it? Oh, I just threw my glove. Oh, I don't know this one. The White Duchess. Interesting. Let me put my glove on really quick. Why is it that my right hand is so cold? Cold hands, warm heart. Okay. Here's the White Duchess. Let's put her over here where she's sheltered. Okay. So she's got an umbrella. I just posted a picture of the wolf with the umbrella over her head. That's interesting to me. And that was a message I said to my twin that that's a message to me, to him right now. I said I would be your friend and I would stick it out to the end. Come under my umbrella now that it's raining. That's interesting. So the number 1, again, new beginnings, and the number 5, big changes. So here is the White Duchess. And she's asking you to not look back and figure out where your destiny is. Because your future is where it is. Your future is very bright. And if you're still feeling pain from what has passed just recently, she's going to help you leave it behind. Whatever the emotional storms were of your past. And she's bringing you into the protection. Just like I said to my twin. Come under my umbrella. Right? Because the time of transition is upon us all. And our feet are going to start moving forward on solid ground. Whoops. And the goodness and what is in the highest and best for us is what's going to happen. So climb under her umbrella and allow her to help you. Maybe you're dealing with post-traumatic stress. A lot of people do. Maybe because you've had a lot of struggles in the past in your life, or there's been times of great pain that maybe you think that's what it's going to be in the future. Maybe that's why you're afraid to accept what the universe is bringing forward. Or maybe you've been working so long towards a goal and it just doesn't feel like you're ever getting anywhere. Maybe you're beginning to lose hope that it's ever going to happen. But the Spirit's saying, don't look back. Just allow the past to go and be put to rest. Whatever has been haunting your dreams, whatever's been causing you so much upset and turmoil in your life, it's over. It isn't needed in your path anymore. Because the future's calling you forward to transition into this new part of your life. Thinking about, I was listening to a song this morning by Eminem, and it's if you got just one chance to get everything that you ever wanted, would you take it? And he's saying the new world order. He's talking about the new world order, my new life, moving forward. And he's saying, what does he say? Mom, I don't want to grow old in this desert. This is my one shot. I'm going to take it. And he's saying what is he saying? He's nervous. My palms are sweating. I forget the words, but I'm not going to quit. But he keeps moving. He's going to do it. So maybe this is you, right? That's where you're at. This Duchess is going to guide you through. She's going to wipe past all of the things that have gotten in your way, anything that's muddied things up. She's going to clean it away because this is a new start for you. This is your new beginning. A new chance for your dreams. Spirit told me that when my twin left, I was heartbroken, but they said he will be returned new, as someone new. What you have lost will be brought back to you renewed. Because, and I said that, the one who comes back won't be the one I knew. It'll be the one in my dreams, because one of my dreams is this higher self, and that's who comes back. And so for you guys, that's what they're saying. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to wipe the slate clean and move forward as a new person in your life. This is about dreams coming true and trusting and believing in yourself and the power that you have in your future. So there's something else that you can say. Here's the White Duchess has a little trick that you can use. Duchess White, Duchess of Light, help me turn away from the night. The past is over. I choose to be free. So begins a new chapter of destiny. Then what we need to do, we need to close a door. Whoops. Let's see if I can get over here. We need to close a door. We're going to open, I wonder if I can open a door and close it. I don't know if this is locked. It might be locked. No? Okay. So there's the past. We're going to close that door. Close the door in the past. And now we walk our fresh path. The snow has wiped away, made everything clean again. See how it's all clean? Look at St. Christopher. Actually, it's St. Francis of Assisi. He's holding in his arms a new beginning. That's a little robin on his arm. Robins speak about new beginnings. We're not going to see too many totems out here in the cold. I'll just grab what I see. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? So we've shut the door to the past. And look it. There's nobody else's footsteps here. Just mine. This is my new life, my new beginning, my new path, and yours too. That's what you need to visualize. When you look at the White Duchess, see all the snow falling around outside of her too? The white has made clean everything from the past. No one's holding you accountable to anything in the past. That was your past. The only one that's holding you accountable is you, and it's about what you do now, moving forward. Everything has been forgiven. The snow has made everything pure and clean again. And the White Duchess is saying it's time to move forward. There's an affirmation that you can say. With courage and compassion, I leave the past behind. I have learned well, and now I find that a new adventure is ready for me, the next step in my divine destiny. I trust the universe to lovingly guide me into my future, bright, pure, and true. I am being given a new chance at life, and I say, woo! I want to see an owl today. I saw a snowy owl. It came first thing in my memory feed. A snowy owl. Uncle Phil said, if we're lucky, we'll see a snowy owl. That, of course, is one of my twins' power animals. I'm the great horned owl, and he's the snowy owl. The snowy owl comes clean and seeks, and they're quiet. They sneak up, but they're pure and white, and they're very, very elusive. Those creatures. So it's just like the white snow. Everything is clean and new, and that owl has a new beginning. So that's it for the White Duchess. What are we at? We're at 38 minutes. We're doing pretty good. My hands are still okay. I'm still holding out, so I think I'll try to do another card. And Uncle Phil's not here yet, unless he is, and he's waiting up there for me. I have my phone on. I was smart this time. I put my phone on airplane mode so that I wouldn't be disturbed. Okay, one more message. I like this deck. I like decks that are a little bit deep, you know, and it's very appropriate to what's been going on in my life, that's for certain. Okay. Sniff, 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 sniff. One more message, please, and then we will wrap it up. And I'll walk us into the white lace and see my mama and my Bethy. Okay, last card. Okay, it's the one right there on top, which is... Oh my God, you guys, I'm laughing. I love Spirit. I love Spirit because this is the other card I got last night. And I spoke about it. And the song came on right before I came here. I have Tiger. You're going to hear me roar louder than a lion. I wish you guys could see the post I spoke about because Troy is the lion. I am the tiger. And you're going to hear me roar louder than the lion. And that was all a part of this whole thing. In here, wait till you see. The tiger angel. And there she is with her tiger. The number 4. There are angels everywhere around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There is no reason for fear. That's what the number 4 means. Okay, so the tiger angel. Also, when I look at the tiger angel, I think of Ariel, Archangel Ariel. She is the angel of the animals, and she's always seen with a lion. But I see her here with the tiger. Look at her blowing that magic. Look at the magic the circle of magic blowing out of her mouth, and how that tiger snuggles into her. God, it was in my dream 4 years ago that I was given. You guys should look at my page, the post. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So basically what the universe is saying to you right now is that as the universe needs us, it needs our strength. It's our guiding hands, our devotion, our goodness, our protection, because there's people, there's ideas, there's projects, there's hopes, all of that who need encouragement. They need us to be optimistic. They need us to be nurturing. Remember in my dream last night, oh, that's what it was, yesterday. Nurtured by a dapple gray horse, being nurtured by a dapple gray horse. And the word nurturing was in my dream last night about the sweater, loving compassion. It was nurturing as well. And the dapple gray horse, the horse is always about forward movement. It's about assistance, coming forward, allowing spirit to help you, or for us to help spirit, because spirit works for us, but we're also working for spirit, right? And so the dapple gray horse says that there's always a silver lining to every cloud. Everything that you feel has been difficult or bad or wrong, there's something wonderful that's come out of it. We don't see it while we're in it, but we will see it. So right now, this is what she's saying, that the universe needs our nurturing. And we have this healing power. That's the gift that she's blowing out, the magic that's coming from her mouth. So I'm thinking about helpful words that are shared. That when other people are struggling in their life, maybe you're going to be someone who's going to come forward to help protect, guide, and nurture them. It's about a positive contribution to this planet. That's what resides in our heart. That's what we ask for. Remember? What would love say? What would love do? How would this best help the most people? If this is in the highest good, please allow this to be. Right? That's what we're always thinking about. In the highest good for all. And one of your spiritual gifts is the fact that you've got an ability to influence others in an invisible type of way. You're able to guide others possibly without making them feel bad about themselves. It's like without breaking their spirit, you can encourage them and lift their energy and give them the guidance that sometimes they don't even realize they're getting guidance. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. Maybe it's just your presence. It's just the way you live. It's just the influence that you have upon others. It's a positive one. Often we don't need to tell people what to do or how to be. Remember I said to you before, the ones that you love, see them in their highest power. I never see my twin struggling. I always see him, the Black Panther, walking next to me in his highest power, because that lifts his energy. I hold that vision. A vision is successful, confident, connected energy. So that's what we need to do, is hold a vision for the ones in the world and in our lives and for everything that's going on around us, but in a positive way. Hold that positive vision. You see people that way, it inspires them to live up to what you see of them. Your influence could influence your the invisible influence, because we're being highlighted this, but it's basically kind of saying that this is the energy that she's emitting, and it's bringing confidence. This one feels safe in her presence and loved. That's the energy that she's emitting. So maybe your influence extends to your family, your friends, neighbors, co-workers, maybe your clients. Maybe you have no idea how many people that you reach. I think of the squirrel. Now we're going to have a totem. The squirrel is a gatherer, right? They're a hoarder. They're constant, but they're busy. They're busy. They're constantly gathering nuts, right? They're climbing up and down the trees, and they've got all these nuts. They only ever find 10% of the nuts that they hide. The rest of them are dropped, or they forget about them because they're so busy moving forward. They have no idea that the nuts that they drop feed other little animals, make other trees grow up. Basically, it's we're so busy, the ones that are doing our work, our light work, we're so busy moving forward and keeping ourselves positive and doing our work. When we do our work and we walk our walk and we talk our talk, we are influencing others, and we don't even realize it, but we are. And we have no idea how we're affecting others. We have no idea that somebody could be watching one of these videos in frickin' some other country. I've never met them, never spoken to them. But Spirit is getting through a message through me or through someone else or whatever it is. You have no idea how you may have affected another and caused another to maybe change a direction that they were meant to go, or not that they were meant to go, that they thought that they were going to go. Spirit told me, look at that light up there. It's like I'm trying to get away from my head. I've got this big glowing thing. There we go. That's better. Spirit said to me, you will be instrumental in helping another person change the course of their life. And I know that's a fact. I know that's a fact. It has to be, because that's my work. That's my path. That's why I do what I do. I hope so. And you as well have this ability. So So this is what the influence of this angel is saying. And it doesn't have to be on a global scale. It can just be your family or your friends. It's huge because there's truth in your heart. And everyone deserves to feel safe and loved like this one. The animals come to me, I feel like Dr. Doolittleist. I've always said that. I love that they feel safe with me. I love that. My twin, he said he always felt peaceful in my energy. I love that. I love that. I felt peaceful with him too. So isn't that everyone, we all deserve to feel that peaceful, safe, loving energy. You know, that they can be their own true self, their authentic self, and you're not judging them. You know, the fact that you're seeing a tiger here, taming the tiger, taming the dragon, a loving, non-judgmental energy, positive energy, makes the wildest ones calm. It tames the wild heart. There's that song, Running with the Wolves, and I'm on the prowl, tame me. You know, I am a very high-strung person. I got to give you an example. I'm a very, very high-energy person, so much so that I get embarrassed a lot. I said to my Uncle Phil, I'm going to try not to be so high-strung. And he says, no, God, that's driving me crazy, that light. He says, no, we like you that way. But I embarrass myself sometimes because I'm so high-strung. But I got to tell you, my twin is very peaceful, very calm. And in his energy, I'm calm. He has that effect on me. He is able to take this high-strung individual and just, whoo. He's the only one that's ever been able to do it. It's really amazing, you know? So your energy can tame a wild person, a fearful person. You've got the ability to calm hearts and influence people. So there's no need for you to be fearful. Because together, that's what we're meant to do. We're supposed to create a happy, free life for all of us. So what they want us to do, I don't know if I guess we could do it. I'll do it. What the hell? We're supposed to get down on our hands and knees. Okay. So here's me. I'm going to hold my phone up, though, with my other hand. Get down on our fours and be a tiger. And we're going to stretch. Do the big stretch, right? Stretch our hands out. Stretch our legs out. We're going to do a stretch. Oh, I'm stretching my back up. I don't know if you guys know cat pose in yoga, right? So here we are. We're down on our all fours. Well, I'm down on my all threes. And you're going to say this 3 times out loud. There's a tiger of light burning bright within me. Then do a couple tiger moves. Wow. Stretch, growl. Do a couple tiger moves. Whatever it feels like to be a tiger for you. Bow your head towards your hands and then raise your hands to your forehead so that your fingers are touching the tips of your forehead. Right? Like this. My mom, Sherry, and Bethy are coming. This is so funny. I'm going to introduce you guys. So, when you're doing that, then you're going to say, within me is the angel of power and peace. Stand up. Feet firm on the ground. Firm on the ground. And you're going to say, I am a tiger angel, wild and divine. I protect and I am protected. I love and I am loved. I guide and I am guided through unconditional love, now and always. That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up with that because my hands are literally frozen to death. I'm going to, hold on, I'm going to put you guys down for a second, right here. I saw my mama and Bethy. I'm going to see where they're at. I'm going to walk with you guys. Put this away. I have everything organized. I have my cards in a little plastic bag so I don't ruin them. I have another little bag for my crystals so I don't lose them. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm going to tell you now while I'm packing up, if you would like help with dream analysis, with Reiki healing, with a private reading, you can go to my website, which is www.theangelswhisper.com. And then my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. All one word. Sherry Columbus, all one word. We're still running. Okay. Did you get that? I don't know how I'll probably listen and find out that maybe it's not as loud as I thought. But I am doing private readings while I'm here. I've been doing quite a bit and they've been awesome. As I said, that's why I was using this deck, because I've been using this deck and it was been really, really helpful. So we're going to go for a walk. You're coming with me. I'll introduce you to Bethy and Mama Sherry. Hopefully they're not. Oh, I think Uncle Phil's sitting over there. It is cold. So this is the garden house.
This is, what's interesting is there's goldfish in here. Oh, there's a couple of, they go underneath and they freeze, and then they have babies in the ice. It's incredible. So here we see, I should show you a couple of the rooms because I'm sure they're clean by now. I wonder if Mama Sherry and Bethy left. Or sometimes, oh there, here's Beth. I'm doing my reading. There's Beth.
I don't know.
Is Mama Sherry in here?
She's mother's little helper.
This is the garden suite.
Here comes Sweet Cheeks. Hello.
Hi.
Ask her.
This is, say hello. You're all, this is my reading. This is my Mama Sherry. Isn't this a cool room? Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys.
Where are you going?
Hold on.